PM Toastmaster Michael. He will lead all the meetings, start from the beginning until the end. So the screen is yours, Toastmaster Michael.
Thank you, Ms. President. Toastmaster Malam Manurung. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I believe that you're all good. No, yeah, I can see from the faces. So, welcome all guests and distinguished Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters as well. Welcome to Eagle. And our theme today at Eagle Toastmaster will be our planet Earth. And for those guests who come here for the very first time, Eagle Toastmaster is part of Toastmaster International, which is we've been operating more than 90 years. It's almost a decade now, since 1924. And we are available, we exist in 143 countries worldwide. And once you become a member in one club, you can also join all clubs throughout the world. So yes, feel free and you're very welcome. And in this meeting, we have 3 sections. The first is prepare speech. The second is table topic speech. And the third one is evaluation speech. But we are going to start with table topic first, okay? And table topic is like short talk that will be explained later. It's 1 to 2 minute speech that will be explained later. And then we have prepared speech and evaluation speech. Prepared speech is available only for a member of Toastmaster. As a guest today, you can join table topic speech. And then evaluation is quite important. And tonight is very special. We have our visiting Toastmaster member from Malaysia. It's a proof that we are really international organizations. From Labuan Toastmaster, please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Susanna.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Michael. So I will run the session for the GE portion. I would like to call our role players to present or to share their respective role. So my role, I would like to explain my role first. My role as a general evaluator will be to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting tonight. And I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen and present my report at the third session. Can I call upon our next role player, who is our R counter, Toastmaster Johanna, to explain her role?
Okay.
Over to you.
Good evening, all. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our counter. So our next role will be our grammarian, Toastmaster Hari. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Susanna. Good evening, everyone, and I am back as your grammarian. My role is very simple, and please listen carefully, the guests. So Melissa, Diane, and Dundee. I'm here as the grammarian to look at and to listen to your use of the English language. I'm going to look at things like your vocabulary, some great words that are being used, wonderful quotations that might be used throughout the meeting. And as much as you hate it, some grammar points. People might make grammatical mistakes, and we're all here to learn. So I will share that with you. And paying particular attention to the pronunciation, the way in which we say words, because Toastmasters is all about speaking, about delivering speeches. So I'm going to take a lot of careful notes and you'll hear from me again at the end. Now, my second role today is to introduce the word of the day. At every meeting, we have something called the word of the day. And we have a little competition and rivalry to use the word of the day as many times as possible in your speech, whether it's an impromptu speech or in your prepared speech. And I will take notes of how many times you use the word of the day. So listen up, everyone. Today, the word of the day is sustainable. Sustainable. Can I ask everyone to please unmute yourself and say sustainable 3 times? 1, 2, 3. Unmute and go. Sustainable.
Sustainable. Sustainable. Sustainable.
Right. Excellent. Now that you've used it once, use it again during your speech. What I'd like as help is that every time you hear someone say sustainable, I want you to give them a little wave. Come on, everyone, move your hands. Michael, move your hands. I don't see your hands. Yeah, good. So every time you hear the word sustainable, make my life easier and sort of like do that, then I know, oh, okay, someone's used the word, right? And that's all from me. Back to you, DTM Susanna.
Thank you very much to our grammarian. Just want to give him a bit of encouragement. Please be kind in your report later on to all of us. Next, our role player will be our timer, Toastmaster Apri. Over to you.
Thank you, TTM Susanna. And hello, everyone. As a timer, my job is to track the time for each speaker, evaluator, and double topic participant. Basically, all of you have to finish your speech by a certain time. And today we have 3 different speakers that have a different time. First speaker is only have 4 until 6 minutes. Second speaker is 5 until 7 minutes, and the third speaker is only have 10 until 12 minutes. And the next one is double topic participant only have 1 until 2 minutes. And the last one is evaluator. They only have 2 until 3 minutes to deliver their speech. And to help you, I give a warning signal as a background color here. And first, it will turn from green, yellow, and red. Green, that means you can continue your speech or you can also finish your speech if you want to. And yellow, that means you be prepared to finish your speech. And the last is red. That means you need to finish your speech as soon as possible because after the red background turn on, you only have 30 seconds left before you get disqualified. So that's all for me. And please pay attention for your time and good luck. Back to General Evaluator, to DTM Susanna.
Thank you very much to our timer. And last but not least, to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Mimi. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Susanna. Well, this is my first role after 5 years gone from Toastmasters. And thank you to VPE Rina for giving the easy role for me. So as ballot counter, I just count the poll for everyone for prepared speech and table topic speech, and then we'll announce an evaluation speech, and then we'll announce it at the almost end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mimi. So now I would like to hand over control to our Toastmaster of the day. Over to you.
Toastmaster Michael.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much, DTM Susanna. And moving forward, we are going to start our very first sections. This is the sections that is open for our guests. So tonight you will have a chance. And if you're interested to participate, delivering your speech 1 to 2 minutes, here you are very welcome. Please write down your name or our table topic master will appoint you. So tonight we have very special table topic master because she is the winner from several speaker contests, including area contests. And yeah, she's the one who take care of all of us. So please welcome Toastmaster Rena. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Michael, for the introduction. And by the way, I haven't win yet. Not first place, not for first place yet. Okay, so everyone, welcome to the most exciting part where everyone can take part, and that is the table topic session. In this session, everyone are encouraged to join. I am your table topic master for today, and I will give you some questions or quotes, and you can unleash or see, unleash is my favorite word, by the way. You can show off your impromptu speech capability in this session by answering some questions or quotes, and you only have 1 to 2 minutes. So I think it's better if we just get started. Who wants to go first? Who wants to volunteer? And I also accept a request from the chat box. Okay, so it's still none. No, Ratu is our speaker, Toastmaster Michael. I
Toastmaster Asti.
Okay, Toastmaster Asti. Hello, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Toastmaster Asti. Okay, so first question, first shot for Toastmaster Asti. Wait a minute.
Maybe the easiest one.
Can I share? Okay, I can share screen. Our planet. So Toastmaster Asti, there is a campaign from WWF, 60 plus Earth Hour. Do you think it is impactful to our planet? The Earth Hour, do you think it is impactful to our planet? Toastmaster Asti.
There are many ways for us to save our planet. One of it is 60 plus Earth Hour campaign. Following this campaign, you will also give an off day for everything that might lead to something for the Earth. You're saving the energy for the Earth itself. We also have another campaign that known as no plastic, no single use plastic. Also, a campaign that we hope bring something to the Earth. We really hope that this planet Earth going to be sustainable and can continue to living our Earth until our grandson and maybe granddaughter. But the thing is, not every people are doing it. If only 1 or 2 people doing it, it won't affect to the Earth. It have to be everyone doing it. Let's start from ourselves. Someone cannot do everything, but everyone can do something for the Earth. Let's begin with you. Thank you. Back to you.
Yay, thank you, Toastmaster Asti. Wow. So Toastmaster Mala is the only one who waved her hand while Toastmaster Asti using the word of the day, sustainable. And I really like your take on this Earth Hour. So it's whatever effort that whatever campaign that everyone can show or ask us to join, but if not everyone join those campaign, then it will be not too impactful. Great call, thank you, Toastmaster Asti. Who wants to go next? I think it's better if we go to our guest. How about May guess Mayli guess Maylia Mayliani or wait a minute.
Melissa.
Oh, Maylisa. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, guess Maylisa. Do you want to give it a try?
Mm, I don't know. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
maybe. Okay.
so okay, guess Maylisa. So one of the most frequent things that we heard about saving our planet is through reuse, reduce, and recycle. Have you ever reuse, reduce, recycle things? And if you have done it before, can you tell us about it?
Yes. Of course. Since like maybe last year, uh, I use what you called a straw made from, well, I reduce to use the plastic straw, and I buy, um, sorry, I forget how to call it, but it is like a stainless straw that I can use every time I drink, and I also bring every time I every time I go out. So if I take lunch or dinner outside on a restaurant or warung, I will use my stainless straw. um, I wish it could help to reduce the use of plastic straw. And luckily, actually, I bought one pack of the stainless straw, and I got another one as a souvenir from my friend's wedding. So not only a stainless straw, now I also have um, a spoon and also fork that I always bring, um, outside. So, and not only the using of uh, this stainless straw, I also right now, um, I always reuse the plastic. So um, sometimes I bought food from outside, and they pack in a what you call, like a lunch box. So I always keep it and use it for another time. So that's what I do right now.
Yay! Okay, thank you,
Thank you so much.
Melissa, for sharing. Yep, using stainless straw is one of the most common things right now, right? In the effort to reduce the use of the plastic straw. Thank you for joining the TT session. Okay, so next, I think we can go with guest Dewi Elita. Do you want to give it a try? Hello.
My voice clear?
Okay. So next. Wait a minute. Next, this is about the medical waste. Right now, we are still fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. And what do you think about medical waste because of this pandemic? How we should manage it?
I think because of COVID-19, the medical waste in hospital are gaining so much medical waste that can be recycled because it's made those made from unrecyclable material. So, but the but it is so important to our health worker to use the APC. I mean to protect themselves from COVID-19. And in the future, I think it is uh, it can be better if there is some material that can recyclable to be used as uh, APC to health workers. Thank you.
Yay! Okay, thank you, guest Dewi Elita for participating. Yeah, we really hope that there is some recycled things that can be reused on those ways. Yeah, so that there won't be any how do you say it, menggunung, sampah menggunung, there would be anyway. Okay, I can see you laughing at me, Mr. Grammarian. Coming up next. Okay, so next I think we can call guest Dian Najmi. Guest Dian Najmi, do you want to give it a try?
Yes, I'm try.
Okay, great. So, next question for guest Dian Najmi. Ta-da! When do you think is the best time to start giving an education about our planet's sustainability? When do you think is the best time to start giving an education about our planet's sustainability?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for uh, uh, hello. Okay. I'm sorry, Kak, because I am not open the camera because my camera is broken. uh, when you think the best time education about planet sustainable, I think uh, planet sustainable uh, is the best uh, because plain uh, I like uh, the the star and I think planet is
Hello, guest Dian Najmi. Are you still there? Because I couldn't hear a sound from you. Can you just put the
I
microphone
think
closer to your mouth?
a planet place is the best to another people, and planet uh, uh, a mass a planet mass uh, uh, planet mass uh,
It's okay if it's, I think she wants to stop.
that's all my
Okay, yay. Okay, thank you, guest. Okay, thank
sorry
you,
kak.
guest Dian Najmi for
Thank
participating.
you.
Okay, so next, I think we can go to guest Dandi. Do you want to give it a try for table topic session?
Yes, maybe.
Okay, great. Next question for guest Dandi. What can we do to reduce the gas emissions from our daily lives? Oops, there's a mistype there, not from, but from our daily lives. My apologies. What can we do to reduce the gas emissions from our daily lives? Guest Dandy, screen is yours.
Gas emission, I think what we can do, the simple thing is by using the public transportation, I think. Why? Because uh, first, using the public transportation, because we are talking about the effectiveness by using mass transportation. Like, you know, by using a bus, we can save many places. I mean, we can save by using the bus. There is so many people that use the bus. For example, me, if 20 people of each people using their own maybe motorcycles or cars, let's compare it to the bus where these two peoples use maybe they just can use a bus. So it's I think it's effective ways to actually reduce the gas pollution that actually today exists. uh, Maybe you are not, we don't have to be a billionaire, we don't have to be an expert to actually uh, help our earth, to actually keep the sustainability of our earth. The simple movement like this by using the public transportation, I think is effective way to actually support the movement of this earth sustainability itself. Maybe I think it's enough. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, guest Dandy, for saying sustainability for 2 times. Yay, kudos to you. So next, we still have guests who hasn't speak yet. Guest Dian, is it the same as guest Dian Najmi? I can see that there is a guest Dian here. Hello, guest Dian.
From the typing style, I think the same person.
Oh, okay. So I think we still have one. We still have one slot for table topic. Who wants to?
Maybe Mimi, since
Oh
she's
yeah,
doing ballot.
Yes.
Toastmaster Mimi. Do you want to give it a try?
But how come I thought it's just for member?
No, no.
That's why I joined Toastmasters to not do this. Okay.
No, Mimi, you forgot already. Table topic is open for everyone.
Yep, it's for everyone.
Come on.
Okay, come on.
Okay, next question for Toastmaster Mimi. Wait. Do you like coffee, Toastmaster Mimi?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Oh, you don't like coffee. Or do you like boba drink, maybe?
No, unfortunately.
Not a big fan of it. Okay, so as we know that a lot of coffee shop right now offering the tumbler as the replacement of their plastic cups. Do you think that using this tumbler effectively reduce the plastic waste? Do you think that using a tumbler effectively reduce the plastic waste? Does Master Mimi? Screen is yours.
Yes, it does, but most people don't really bring tumbler when I see people go to cafe. They still use the sustainably plastic cups. But people, what is it? The shop nowadays, they replace the plastic cups with paper cups, which is more better for the earth and the waste. Well, but I got few tumblers when I was in Indonesia. I brought it to Starbucks to get discount. But not always. Sometimes when I remember, I don't know. It's just people using more paper cups now in here. I'm in the UK now. That's what I see. They use paper cups more than. But I think it's just the same because the lid got plastic as well. So it's not really helping for the earth. But the best way to to help the earth, I think, is just like me, just drink water instead of all of those coffee and milk and chocolate, tea, whatever. I only drink tea. I only drink water. Sorry. That's why when people ask me, "Do you drink tea?" No. Coffee? No. They was like, "That's weird," but because the normal ways of people now is they drink tea, they drink coffee, they drink chocolate, whatever, boba milk, whatever. But I think for me, water is the best. Thank you, Rena.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster Mimi. Drinking water all the way. Good for the health, but the health of our body and also the health of our wallet. That's the most important thing. Okay, so I think that conclude the table topic session. Before we moving on to the other session, I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Apri, for the timer's report.
All right, thank you. And now for the report. Congratulations, all of you is qualified for the timer, and I will send the time in the chat.
Yay! Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Apri. So everyone can be voted for the best table topic speakers, and we are going to do the vote after the evaluation session. So one vote for all the 3 sessions. I think that's all for the table topic session. I will give control back to our handsome Tom, Toastmaster Michael.
Thank you so much, our very beautiful.
Thank you.
So awesome, and thank you so much for bringing us to our Earth, like give consciousness and care more about our sustainability towards our Earth. Guys, where are the hands? Yeah, I'm waiting for that. Thanks. And now we are moving on to our second sessions. It's prepare speech. And I'm very happy here to have our very first speaker from Bhinneka Toastmaster. Please give applause later on. And she seems very ready. Toastmaster Lolita, who will be delivering level 1, project 1 from Visionary Communications. And tonight, Toastmaster Lolita will be evaluated by Toastmaster Danny. And now Toastmaster Danny, screen and time are yours.
Okay, thank you, Tom Michael. Okay, so Lolita today will deliver icebreaker speech, which is have 4 until 6 minutes with the title "We are all here for a reason." Lolita, Lolita, we are all here for a reason. This is yours.
Okay, am I ready? Is it ready for me to go? Okay, all right. Okay, we are all here for a reason. We just may not know it yet. I come from one of those small towns where if you did not get out of high school, then chances were that you were stuck there for life. My life has been stricken with tragedy since the day I was born. You see, at birth, I was born 3 months premature and was told that a priest was summoned to give me my death rites. But obviously, I lived. While growing up, I was extremely underprivileged. I was very shy and never caused any problems and was often bullied. However, deep down inside, I knew that it was because of these obstacles that I had to work harder and be smarter. Back then, my savior was books. I read anything and everything I could get my hands on, even the dictionary, the telephone book, everything that I can get my hands on. And I remember one summer evening, my dad made us go to bed early, too early, and I remember crying because I couldn't finish my book. And I do recall one evening reading by the light of a full moon, true story. My stories were of exotic, faraway lands, and I used to love to imagine myself traveling to these exotic places and learning about these different cultures. And coincidentally, one of my favorite stories was set in Java. And I don't remember the title of the book. Here I am. I am in Java. Okay? In high school, I shed my shyness and became one of the top 10 in my class. I was captain and president of various organizations, but it was short-lived. Due to a dark personal event, I started mixing in with the wrong crowd and became very self-destructive. Everything that was positive in my life at that time ceased to exist. Despite these downfalls, I still graduated from high school. I received a scholarship to Northeastern University, and I graduated with a mechanical engineering degree, a Bachelor of Science. And upon graduation, when there were no entry levels for entry-level jobs for engineers like me, I was fresh out of college. I took up a job as a substitute teacher at my local high school and ended up at the very one place that I did not want to end up in, with all the bad memories. But I found that I excelled at teaching and realized that it was my calling. So eventually I stayed in teaching and I was offered a job at a prestigious private school just outside of my hometown. And I taught there for 15 years happily. It was during this time that I met my late husband, Jim. He was in the military. He was quite the stand-up guy and he was loved by many people. Our story was no fairy tale, but we were definitely meant to be together. Sadly, he died in a tragic motorcycle accident in 2008. In 2006, 2 years prior to his death, we lost our son while I was in the second trimester of my pregnancy. And it was only 2 months after that, after losing our son Joshua, he was deployed to Iraq. While he was overseas, I had to find another place for us to live so that his parents could move into our tiny little home. But that's another story. And then the realization set in. In the space of 2 years, I dealt with the loss of my son, the loss of my home, and then the loss of my husband. It was only through many support groups and different therapies that I was able to function daily. But then I began a super strict workout regimen and eventually became a triathlete. In one summer, I completed 3 triathlon sprints and did a 1.5 kilometer swim in a half Ironman. But there was a downside to that. There's a downside. Every single thing I did was extreme, okay? There was no middle. I would go from the depths of despair to experience abnormal euphoria by exercising like a crazy person. There was no rest for the weary being me. I was trying to forget anything and everything that had happened to me, but life goes on and there's nothing we can do about that. It was a beautiful day in June 2010 when I pulled into the parking lot of my school and looked up at the windows to my classroom, and I knew that my time there had ended. I handed in my letter of resignation that day, and when I sat down to my desk later on, I realized that I had just quit my job without having another one lined up. I immediately thought about how I wanted to travel overseas, and this was a perfect time to search, and I got a job in 2010. A few days later, I received a phone call from the American School in Damascus, Syria. I was caught off guard, and they said they needed an answer by the next day, so I had 24 hours to uproot my entire life. This was the beginning of the chance to fulfill my dreams of traveling, or so I thought. Although considered one of the most dangerous places in the world, Syria by far is the most beautiful country that I have ever lived in. During my first year there was a skirmish in a faraway village, and it sparked that huge war for years on end. For summer break, many of us traveled to our homelands, and after the break, some of us came back while others chose to stay home. Going home for Christmas break was a nightmare. Americans and Canadians were not allowed to travel out of Damascus. We would travel in the middle of the night through the mountains that divided Syria and Lebanon. Going back to Syria after the Christmas break was difficult. I had learned mid-travel that a bomb in Damascus had been detonated 2 blocks away from my home, and it was only a matter of time before we were forced to evacuate. I was offered a job at the American School in Beirut just 2 days before leaving Damascus. I flew home from the Middle East, saw my family for 2 days, and then flew back. And what was supposed to be a temporary post ended up being a 3.5-year assignment, and here I am in Indonesia. So this is my story in a nutshell. If I could tell you all of the details in between, I can guarantee that some of you would not believe me. And I say that for the sheer fact that what I have told you so far doesn't even touch the surface of what I have endured. I used to ask God every day, no, I still ask every day, why didn't you just let me die at birth? You could have saved me so much pain and suffering, and I still have yet to find out the answer to that question. The only thing I can think of is that I am here for a reason, I just don't know it yet. Thank you.
Very good. I forgot to unmute because I was so amazed with your speech, like your wonderful experience that it's not yet touching it's only like touching the very outer space. Toastmaster Lolita, very awesome speech. Thank you for that. Next, we are moving on to our second speaker, Toastmaster Rahmatullah Ratu. Toastmaster Ratu. And Toastmaster Ratu is good. See, this is our VPPR, and normally we call him by Ratu, but I would like to call it by full name, Toastmaster Rahmatullah Barkat. And tonight he will be evaluated by our member distinguished Toastmaster Pipit. Over to you, DTM Pipit.
No. I will evaluate Ratu.
Okay.
You startled me, Michael.
Okay. Then Toastmaster Mala. Over to you.
Thank you, our Tom. So finally, Toastmaster Rahmatullah Barkat starting his level 2 after, should I count that month? But that's good. A good step for you. So Toastmaster Ratu will deliver speech to learn about different communication styles and identify his primary role. And also the purpose is to share the impact of his style on others. Toastmaster Ratu, are you ready? So Toastmaster Ratu will start his presentation mastery level 2 project 1. Mix and match your style. Mix and match your style, Toastmaster Ratu.
Okay, thank you very much. Am I audible? Okay. When I was in college, I've been a class leader for 3 years consecutively, and people knew my capabilities to lead. They trust their well-being in my hands. Because I could talk in front of the class, I could talk with my lecturer, I could lobby them, and also to solve the dispute among my classmates. Well, during my time to be the class leader, the dropout rate was zero. The lecturer didn't hate our class. It was pretty big deal for me. And in fact, they sometimes gave us chances to boost up our grade by give us additional homework. For me, those were achievements. As a class leader, I was proud of myself. I was proud of myself and I thought everything was okay and perfect until, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters member and all guests, my name is Rahmatullah. And before letting you know about the rest of the story, I will let you know that I am a self assured, dominant, and sometimes so honest that I didn't hesitate to speak what's on my mind. In short, I am a loud Makassar citizen. Okay, let's get back to the story. I thought everything was so perfect and was okay until Makrab night camp. So Makrab was basically a staycation for all of the classmates in every year, at the end of every year. And one of the agenda on Makrab night was Truth Night, where people, all the classmates, will talk the truth, no matter what, to each other. And this is people said to me, Ratu, you sometimes speak in a way that hurts people's feelings. Ratu, maybe you speak the truth. Maybe you solve the problem. But I think you should still consider what might people feel about it. And Ratu, do you know that I don't feel safe? I'm afraid of talking to you directly. And on and on. The conclusion is that I am not, I don't feel create safe environment to people to talk to me. And to be honest, I was so shocked. I was so, I was ashamed. That night, I realized the thing that I was so proud of came with a price. Now, in level two Toastmasters project, I was asked to deliver and I was asked to understand my communication style. I was asked to understand all of the communication style and also deliver speech about it. Bam, the story I told you before played rewind in my head. I didn't feel good about it. I was ashamed of it. And because of it, I postponed delivering this speech so many times until I realized this one thing. Each communication style is awesome. Yes, each of communication styles is awesome. As you know, there are four communication style based on Toastmaster meeting. You can think of the abbreviation with DASI. All right, DASI. D, direct. A, analytical. S, supportive. And I, initiating. DASI. Direct, analytical, supportive, and initiating. At first, I thought my communication back then was a huge mistake. It's not sustainable. Turned out I was just a result-oriented guy who displayed more concern for results than relationship. I was quick, efficient, structured, dominant, sometimes not patient, and also demanding. In short, I had a direct communication style. Yes, they have the ups and downs. But how about now? Funny thing is that after I answered 12 questionnaires to find out my communication style, the final result was initiating, which is the total opposite of direct communication style. They said that I am fun loving, energetic, persuasive, sociable, ah, which is, yes, pretty much like me right now, if you see most of our meeting before. But you might wonder, are the questionnaires broken? Am I broken? The quick answer is that everything is evolving. In, so with the communication style. Whether we realize it or not, the way we communicate has been and would always adapt to the situation, to the place, to the people whom we talk to. So this is a very crucial thing to understand that we should know about the communication style and we should know about our communication style. What for? To match and mix them, to mix and match them. For example, you can add a little direct style so people know what to expect talking to you, but not too much because if too much, they wouldn't people wouldn't would feel threatened. You can add a little analytical so that to show your credibility by showing enough data, enough evidence, but not too much so it wouldn't feel boring, right? You can add um, a little supportive so that people know that you can listen and understand them, but not too much that you would stay silent all the time. And last, you can add a little initiating so you can break the ice, brighten people's mood, but not too much so people wouldn't think that you are a clown talking too much, so and so forth. So that's it. Direct, analytical, supportive, and initiative. Mix and match them will be a sustainable quest of our life. Just remember, each communication style is awesome. Don't worry if you think your communication style was awesome enough because you will stop learning and adapting it. Because if you communicate skillfully, you can work miracle. Back to you. Thank you very much.
Awesome speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Ratu, for delivering and inspiring us with the mix and match communication style. It makes us realize and remind us how to have that kind of communication style. Thank you for that. And moving on to our next speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Pipit from Eagle Toastmaster, that will be evaluated by Toastmaster Purwanto. Over to you, Toastmaster Purwanto.
Okay, thank you, our handsome Tom, as Rena mentioned. Okay, so for DTM Pipit speech is a special speech. So everyone pay attention to her speech because it's about reflect on your path. So she completed the one part in pathways and now her time to give us a speech about that. So the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of her growth during the completion of a path. However, the title is a controversial one. You want to tell us, but it sounds like okay, just let's go to the point. Um, DTM Pipit, I haven't learned my lesson. I haven't learned my lesson. DTM Pipit, time's yours.
Thank you. Before I start, I want to greet our previous speakers. Lolita and I are actually now in the same building. She's in the north wing, I'm in the south wing. We both are locked in right now. We cannot get out. And then Ratu, nice to listen to your speech. Although you said you're direct, you're rude or things like that, you double that and then you got me. Okay, thank you so much. Now, can I have a permission to share a screen? Yes? Okay.
Yeah, you can try.
Thank you. So, I will use my timer because I tend to be overtime sometimes. So 1, 2, 3. I have not learned my lessons. I don't know why Purwanto said this is controversial because I believe that a lot of people takes a lot of time to learn a lesson, and me myself is included. And this is the reason why I need to say this, because this is exactly what I feel about completing my first pathway. And of course, as I shake my head, actually, you will find out later why I shook my head because of this pathway. So probably you noticed some people called me DTM, right? What is DTM? DTM means Distinguished Toastmaster. And this is like the highest title in Toastmasters, right? Almost like, feels like a king or a queen sometimes. People come, hey, DTM, DTM, DTM. But usually we call ourselves don't tie me because we don't know when to stop. When people, don't stop us, then we'll carry on and on and on forever. That's why people also say DTM means don't talk much. Basically, they tell us to shut up. All right. And then I became a Toastmaster member in 2010, but I became a DTM in 2019. So it took 9 years for me to be a DTM. FYI, a lot of people I knew became DTM 2 times during 9 years of joining Toastmasters. So me only once, but a lot of people I know, like Pak Boy, have been DTM 2 times during this period of time. Probably you ask, why did it take so long for you to be DTM? Actually, the reason why, because I actually was qualified to be a DTM in 2015. So it took me only 5 years to be a DTM. But I was so lazy to do the paperwork. I did not see my mentors. I did not ask for their signature, 3-dimensional signature. That's why it was postponed until 2019, 4 years. And I actually did that only because there was a deadline by Toastmasters. After 2019, you cannot be a DTM with an old-fashioned pathway, before pathway. So that was the reason why I became DTM. Took 9 years to be one. Now, the lesson from this particular experience of achieving DTM is, first, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today, obviously. I postponed asking for signatures for 4 years to these 3 people who used to be my mentors. And also, if you can, finish things as soon as you can before you get distracted or too lazy to continue. I'm sure everyone can relate to this, right? You were in the middle of doing something and then you got distracted. Oh, there's a cute Korean, I don't know, boy band on YouTube, and then you want to watch it for 5 minutes and then suddenly you forgot you were in the middle of something. So it actually happens a lot in life. Now, you would think that I had learned my lesson from this, right? I thought I did as well. So this was my journey to completing pathway. So in May, I actually signed up, June 2020, I signed up for my first pathway, visionary communication, right? I heard this is the second easiest path. That's why I chose it, according to the data I just made up. Okay, that's why I chose, all right, visionary communication, I just wanted to finish quick. And then in July, so far so good, I delivered a lot of speeches smoothly. I tried to come to as many meetings as I could because this is online setting, right? So it's supposed to be easy. And then in August 2020, I finished my first pathway in 2 months. Yay, right? Now, here's the catch. You know this girl? So on this one eventful day, on 8th of February 2021, suddenly Reina messaged me. But Pipi, do you want to finish your pathway? What are you talking about? I have finished my pathway. On my record, you have not. And I was like, what? Reina, do you know how many times I evaluate people's pathway completion projects? And I told people I finished my pathways in 2 months. It's crazy. Then I realized actually I had one project left from this pathway that I thought I had finished it. But then on 8th of February, Reina told me that I have not finished it. So I haven't cried much since Michael Jackson died in 2009. I'm just kidding. Okay, of course. But they're like, but usually after you finish pathway, then you get to evaluate other people completing pathway. From August until recently, I actually evaluate a lot of people finishing that pathway. When in real life, me myself haven't done it. So, but of course it was a mistake because in my mind, I thought I had finished it. But here I am, I'm delivering my path completion speech. Now, the same lessons all over again. Don't put off until tomorrow what you could do today. And also finish things as soon as you can before you get distracted or too lazy to continue. Obviously, in August, probably I was distracted because of something. I actually don't remember, but I had only one left speech left, but I forgot about it. For some reason, I thought I had finished it. Now, for those of you who wanted to finish your pathway efficiently or on the right track, like Ratu said, he was struggling with it. I don't think he ran out of any ideas about it. But from my side, I just want to share my strategy, which is funny because, well, I did not finish it in 2 months, but in my mind, these strategies could work. First, you need to check your pathway from start until finish. So you need to have a general idea what you need to be delivered. If there are elective projects, if possible, choose since the beginning, right? So you start with a list of speeches that you need to deliver before you can complete it. So you can complete your pathway, right? Check them out. It's easy. You can log into your pathway and then check from level 1 until 5. If possible, you can also download all of the evaluation forms. Second, have rough ideas what you want to deliver. For example, you see there's storytelling there. Have some rough ideas. I think I want to talk about this one for storytelling. And then you see probably there's mentorship. Oh, I think I want to talk about my high school teacher for this one. You don't have to write the speech, just have rough ideas, okay? And also, sometimes inspiration comes like a ton of brick, right? And you don't have a note, paper or a pen. But if you already know you need to deliver something about communication style, and then suddenly you find yourself angry at someone, and you probably think to yourself, actually, I can use this experience for my speech in communication style, because just now I made a mistake about it, for example. So you can use your daily occurrence, daily experience as your inspiration for the speech. So if you know already, in the future, you will be asked about delivering a communication style speech, then you can write down the ideas immediately. Okay, remember, you don't even have to write the whole speech first. Just have rough ideas. It will help you in the future. And last but not least, when there's no deadlines, make one. Right? This is from the book I really like, Atomic Habits. If you want to read only one book this year, read this book. Okay, it's really amazing. If there's no deadline, make one. For example, if I want to make a deadline, that means I want to order a slot to speak. For example, hey, Rena, can I speak on 25th of June? Sure, go ahead. When I said that to Rena, I don't even know what I will talk about. But I create a deadline for myself because I will feel bad if I tell Rena, sorry, Rena, I will cancel the speech, right? It could have been given to somebody else, right? So you will feel bad if you cancel your speech. That's why, even though you don't have any ideas yet, but what you will talk about, order the speech slot first. This will create an artificial deadline for you. Although in Toastmasters, there's no deadline. Right. Okay, so this is the summary of my pathway projects. For level 1, icebreaker, I talk about who are you. So who are you is basically every one of us wear a lot of hats, right? Like you can be a teacher, you can be, what are you? I'm a teacher, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm sometimes you can say I'm a mom, I'm a, you wear a lot. I'm a Toastmaster, sometimes you can put your religion, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian. So you wear a lot of hats. So it was idea about my first speech icebreaker. And then the second project is about any topics. my topic was about a land without talents, how in Indonesia, people don't even know what their talents are because the system somehow crushed it. We were not given chance to explore our talents. We're somehow put into boxes since we were kids, so we didn't have a chance to figure out what we're actually good at. So a land without talent. And then for my speech evaluation project, I evaluated your guess. If you know who your guess is, you can raise your hand. Your guess is the winner of the district speech contest last year. So I was really nervous evaluating him, but I think it was pretty good, I guess. He thanked me and stuff. So it was really good experience. And I'm sure you know how it feels, right? When you watch a speech so perfect, you don't even know what to talk about. Like, I don't know what to add from this. I don't know anymore, man. Something like that. But I'm sure you can relate. And then for the research project, I used Why We Sleep. It's a book I read last year, also really good. And ironically, I read Why We Sleep until 4 a.m. in the morning. So which is, crazy. I read a book about telling me to go to sleep until 4 a.m. in the morning. And then for level 2, there was leadership. My title was Ego is the Enemy, also my favorite book. And yada, yada. Actually, all of this can be screenshot, but bottom line, I suggest you to summarize what you speak so it can be a journal for you to look back and then refresh the ideas. And then last one, my reflections. I hope this time I finally learned my lessons. This is the last nail in the coffin that don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. And also finish things as soon as you can before you get distracted or too lazy to continue. Thank you.
Wow.
Awesome. So fun strategies. Like you recap it with such entertaining way. Like I was laughing. So thank you for that. And next, we are going to call our timers report to give the time report of all speakers from this
Right, now I
session.
will send the report for our speaker. Unfortunately, we only have one speaker that's overtime, which is Toastmaster Lolita. And I send the report in the chat.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Apri, for the timer report. And now we are moving on to evaluation sessions that will be led by distinguished Toastmaster Susanna. Over to you, DTM Susanna.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Michael. So for our evaluation sessions, I would like to call our evaluators. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Danny. Over to you, Toastmaster Danny, for our first speaker.
Okay, thank you, GE Susanna. Okay, let's congratulate for Lolita for a great speech about how tragic her life is. So I really enjoy your story and I little bit know about you little bit. So what I like for your speech, there's 3 things. It is first one, you successfully achieve your project because you tell your story start from your babies until your today. It's very interesting story to hear. Second one, you're using opening with its we are all here for a reason, are we? It's a good, so we will be focusing on you with the question about question which you start with the question. And the third one is you using variety vocal when deliver the story. So we can see when you say bad story with higher or lower tone. So really good vocal variety. If you need to improve is your eye contact. During all of the speech, I feel that your eye is not in the in the screen. Sometimes in look to below, and sometimes you look to the side. Probably you can need to focus your eye contact. Second, your gesture is not showing clearly on the screen. Probably because you show little bit, so we cannot see. We can see a little bit your hand here, but we doesn't know what happened below that your finger. And the third one is your time management. I think because you get carried up by your story, you forget the time is already right, and you miss the time. And to thank yourself, I have one recommendation, which is to practice pause. Since all your speech, I think you miss the pause. You can pause when you have something to focus on. So to summarize, you have your project objective. You have good opening, and you have vocabulary to improve your eye contact, your gesture, and your time management. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Danny.
Thank you.
I would like to add also another two recommendations for our speaker. Number one, I think I would love to see you more relaxed because you're telling a wonderful story, a wonderful message. So just relax so that the audience can enjoy and just be there and listen to your adventures. And number two, I love what you said about I'm here for a reason, but you don't know what. And just to share with you, I suddenly realized that I also know why I'm here tonight, to listen to your speech. So I'm very, very blessed. A big round of applause for you, Lolita. So next, we will go to our
Thank you.
evaluator, Toastmaster Mala, for our next speaker.
Thank you, RGE. Communication styles are a manifestation of our personalities, but they are not similar. Our style of communication is a learned behavior. We can modify it once we learn how. Thank you for delivering the speech that's showing an evolving of your communication style. I really enjoy the speech, and the good thing that I can find is your personal story, which is showing how you experience the different style of communication. You are also trying to use the different gesture when you are telling about your experience when it's a truth night in your makrab, when your friend saying, Ratu, you are like this, Ratu, you are like this. So you are trying, you already try to be a person, and then also telling from different point of view. That is very good. Your message is also very clear. The tone is also the pace, and also we can see your eye contact. Even though there is few times that I can see you are looking at down, maybe you are thinking of your next sentences. It can be practice and practice. However, there are always room for improvement. First is about the purpose of this story. The speech is also to share the impact of your style on others. You have told about your direct style, but you also have, I want to listen about how other people with your style now. I mean, from the first and then the second, because communication is involving two parties, right? So it's not only from your side, but also from the receiver. And because there are so many communication styles that we know, and you are talking about four in the Toastmaster questionnaire, maybe it will be good. It will be better if you can explain how the example of when you become direct and when you become initiating. So the example, so it will make us clearer to understand because there are so many theory of communication style. And then also it will be better also if you can use your vocal variety. So we know the message if you are trying to use soft or loud and to emphasize your message. But all in all, it was really nice to see you delivering this speech, and I was reminded about my communication style. And for your challenge, try to begin and end your speech with something that will capture our attention. Back to you, G.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mala. For speaker number two, I actually have also two simple recommendations. I can totally relate to what you are sharing about communication because in my younger days, I was told that I was overbearing and overflowing with confidence. So yes, I also agree that communication is evolving. So I think the most important thing is we must know what is our objective in communicating. And if the message is, you can get your message across with a bit of gentle words, no harm, right? Because at the end of the day, it's the results. You want the results. Why are you communicating? So congratulations, speaker number two. Next
Thank you very much.
to our third evaluator, Toastmaster Purwanto. Over to you.
DTM Pipit, thank you for bringing that speech. The first thing when I listen to your speech, I haven't learned my lesson. I think it's intriguing title and also it's really interesting. At the beginning of your speech, you tell us about your journey, you tell us about DTM. If I may suggest, you could try to maybe tell something about I haven't learned my lesson first because I was so curious. I was so curious why you choose that title. Overall, that's okay. And after you told us about the DTM, I realized in this meeting it's not only about the attendance are not only Toastmaster, we also have guests. Maybe you can tell it's really difficult to get the DTM, but it's reachable. And if you have plan, you can reach that. So we can tell more that things to the audiences because the audience might get confused. What are you talking about? And also we need to understand we have them here. I like your speech when you tell us about your messages. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Finishing your finish your tasks as soon as possible before get distraction. I think it's like a sustainable strategy to all of us. So we can balance our life and also our journey in Toastmaster. When you talk about the strategy, June, July, August. So it's like I know why Rena chose me to be your evaluator. So I could learn more from you because yeah, you are not the one who always postpone the task in Toastmaster. I also did that, and now I know how to do that because when we are too busy, we may consider we might prioritize the other things. But we need also to make deadline in our Toastmaster journey. So everyone can achieve their goals in their work and also in Toastmaster journey. I think in your conclusion, it will be more impactful and it can be more motivating instead of just saying your messages and you can challenge everyone. So everyone, don't worry to start your Toastmaster journey because when you have a good strategies, you can complete the path and achieve the DTM. And I'm here, will support you. I think that's all from me. Back to GE.
Thank you very much to our last evaluator. Distinguished Toastmaster Pipit, your speech intrigued me actually because yeah, I completed my DTM in 5 years as well. And the only thing that I can get from your story is number one, you didn't want your DTM bad enough. That's why you procrastinate. And yeah, and congratulations in completing your pathways because I'm in my third pathway. And it honestly, for the guests, it takes planning. It takes planning. It takes pacing, and it takes a lot of discipline. So please go for it. You will be a different person after you finish your pathways. So congratulations again, Toastmaster Pipit. Next, I would like to call our timers report for our session on the evaluations. Over to you.
All right, thank you. And for our evaluator is, congratulations, all of you is qualified. And I send the time in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you to our timer. And don't forget, everyone, to vote. Okay, because we have a best table topic, prepared speech, and evaluator. Okay, let's move on. Can I call upon reports from our counter? To our R counter?
Okay, thank you, GE. I will share screen the report. I already tried to count and overused words and filler phrase from the speaker with Toastmaster ST once and guest Melissa 7 times, 5 times, and 3 times, so 2 times. For guest Dewi, for once, for guest Dian, for 15 times, and for 2 times. And when say I think at once. And for guest Andy, 5 times, say So for Toastmaster Mimi, 1 time for and 2 times for say but. For Toastmaster Lolita, 3 times 5 times And for Toastmaster Ratu, 3 times 2 times 3 times and 3 times so. For Toastmaster Pipit, 7 times 1 times 5 times and 3 times so and 3 times but. For Toastmaster Denny, 4 times and 3 times so. For Toastmaster Mala, 4 times 2 times and 4 times so. And us, Toastmaster Puwanto, 3 times and 2 times It's all for me. Thank you. I'm sorry if I don't count it correct. Back to you.
Thank you very much, our
Diana.
Please give her a big round of applause. Actually, you don't need to apologize because our counter, I find it very, very challenging, honestly. Okay, and actually you forgot to put my name there. You're supposed to also count me, okay? So next will be our grammarian, our police English. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. First of all, everyone, round of applause to all of us because there was generally good use of English. Now let's look at some particular aspects of the language that I heard today. I can't resist asking TTM Reina how to spell from. It's forever embellished on my mind. I'm just joking, Reina. I know it was just a dyslexic slip of the finger. From is spelled From. Thank you. Now let's look at some grammar points. There are three that I would share with you. The first is when you are talking about a habit, something that you do all the time, then you should use the simplest form of the word. So you would say, sometimes I buy food. You don't say sometimes I bought food because it's a habit. It's something that you do all the time. So, for example, you could say, I usually walk in the morning. I usually swim. I usually eat. I sometimes, I often, and it's followed by the simplest form of the verb. The second grammar point is all of you are qualified. What I heard was all of you is qualified. It is all of you because all of you is a general, it's a plural, there's more than one person, all of you. So it is, and all of you are qualified. Now, the third one isn't a mistake and it comes from Pipit's title Lessons I Have Not Learned. Now, because I was educated in a proper British school, the past participle of learn is learned with a T. So it's I have not learned.
Oh, wait a second. I used American.
RNT, correct, which is what I'm going to add now. Now, Pippin
Okay.
is absolutely correct. In America and Canada, actually, not just in America, Pippin, they like to do things the wrong way. And they use learn.
Lolita is about to explode right now. She's
ED.
American.
I know Lolita is American. Well, they do it their own way. They drive on the wrong side of the road, but never mind. We'll forgive them their transgressors. We forgive their trespassers.
Use the different wrong measurement as well, right?
Yeah, well, never mind. They're so confused. They can't even get the right president.
Still making up their mind.
Right. Now, some quotable quotes that I loved. Quotable quotes I love. The first came from our American Lolita. Shed my shyness, she said. And that was a beautiful alliteration that really stuck in my mind. No rest for the weary. I like to say no rest for the wicked, actually, to refer to myself. But I love the no rest for the weary, and that was a lovely alliteration, and that stuck in my mind as well. Congratulations, Ramatullah Ratu. I don't know why they call you Peach Prince. It sends mixed messages to me, but I love the acronym for DASI, DASI, and it's lovely when people point out something simple like that and you remember. So congratulations. So that's for the particular things that I heard. Now let's do some general work, and I promise you I will not take more than another minute. Some words that were slightly mispronounced, and these were the most often mispronounced words. And I'll invite you to unmute yourself and join me once I show you how to say it. So the first word, and it's a very common word and very often mispronounced, is pandemic. Listen to the word. It's pandemic. Papa, there's a rhythm to English. It's pandemic. Okay. No.
Pandemic.
No. Listen first. Shh. Listen. Pandemic. Go ahead.
Pandemic.
So it's not pandemic.
Oh, no.
Pandemic.
It's pandemic. Excellent.
I love this.
Another word. Second word. Planet. Even though it's PLA, and because we're Indonesian, we say planet, right? It's automatically, we see the word and our tongue goes planet. It's pla. All right. In English, we say planet. Listen, planet. Go ahead, everyone. Let's go.
Planet.
Third word.
Planet.
Third word. Pollution. Lots of people say pollution. That's wrong. It is pollution. Okay, go ahead. Have fun.
Pollution.
We are now creating pollution
That's
by saying this
pollution.
together.
Absolutely right. Here's another word. Opposite. Go ahead, everyone.
Opposite.
My God, you all sound like you're from London. Right. And now to the cream on the top of the cake. I see Lolita's enjoying herself. Right. Cream on the top of the cake. I was very disappointed. I had to do a lot of prodding to get you to use the word of the day. My God, what's wrong with your club? No one wants to use the word sustainable, but many did. So congratulations. We have Asti with one round of applause for Asti. Michael, you used it once. Mimi, you used it once. I love the tone of your skin. I can see the glow right across the camera because of the water you drink. Now, Purwanto also one. Disappointing. Purwanto, disappointing. Dien, you used it twice. And we have Dundee, who used it twice as well. And we have a tie for the winner. And the winners are Reina, who used it 3 times, and Ratu, who used it 3 times. Round of applause for our winners for the word of the day. Back to you, Madam GE.
Harry, can I say the word sustainable is not sustainable then?
Thank you very much to our very persistent grammarian. My only comment about him is that he did it with a very sweet smile. That's it. Great job. Wonderful. I should invite you to my club.
We will be your forever grammarian, I'm sure.
That's his favorite.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will invite you with a very VIP card, virtual card. Thank you very much. So the next session will be, I believe, my general remarks, right? And I'm given 5 minutes. So thank you again. Thank you again, Toastmaster Mala or President Mala, for inviting me and having me tonight. And I really enjoyed the session. I love it when you started the meeting by addressing all the guests in one by one. Love it. And all the role players, I can tell that you love being here. You really enjoy yourself coming to a Toastmaster meeting. I don't see anybody sulking. And even though our Toastmaster Asi was not feeling well, and she's here. So well done everyone. And the only thing I can say, because I've already mentioned my remarks in between, was the Toastmaster, the table topic session. So I noticed that you don't have a table topic evaluator. Is that very common? It's common. Okay. So maybe once in a while you can, because table topic, you have a contest, a table topic contest. So it would be good for the respondents to also be evaluated when you have time. And I would suggest, since we have a lot of guests, it would be good to also share the tips of doing table topics so that they don't feel overwhelmed. So distinguished Toastmaster Rina, well done. Really enjoyed your table topic session as well. And I think that's it. We started on time. We had a great meeting, high energy, and I'm very glad. I'm very glad to be here tonight. And please allow me to join your meeting in the near future. So I would like to hand control to our Toastmaster of the day. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Please give a round of applause to Madam DTM Susanna. Thank you so much, Madam DTM Susanna, for evaluating and coming by to our club, Eco Toastmaster Club. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, thank you so much for attending. And now we are moving on to the next stage of the process. And as a guest, you can join the table topic, but as a member, you can join everything. So it's not only about the 1 to 2 minutes, but you can also practice giving evaluations, and you can also be evaluated. Also, you can take role takers, like as me, as a presenter, as a Tom, your host. Basically, you can be grammarian and you can be any other roles. That's the benefit, and you can practice with the pathways and learn a lot of things. And now we are moving to the winner of the contest, mini contest that's in the system, and I will move to our ballot counter to read. Yeah, instead of me. Do some variations.
Okay.
Over to you, Toastmaster Mimi.
Thank you, Michael. So, the winner for table topic is
Unmute.
me.
Oh wow, that's shocking.
Wow.
That's so happy.
Okay. Can somebody unpin Michael and Ratu so we can take photo of Mimi side by side with the...
This is the second time I win table topic.
Yeah, you're a danger to this club. You keep winning.
It's only
I
twice.
will take your photo, Mimi. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Congratulations, Mimi.
Thank you.
Also.
And then the second, the winner for prepared speech is.
I think it's already spotlighted.
Bibi!
I thought it was Ratu. Oh, okay.
We trick you.
Can somebody take my photo then?
Okay, wait.
Go away, Mimi. Go away. Go away.
Oh, Mimi.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Got it. Good. Thank
Got
you.
it. Okay.
And the winner for best evaluator are Mala and Purwanto.
Oh wow.
Okay,
How do we do
let
it?
me spotlight
To
first.
take photo one by one.
Oh, no.
Can
one by one, I
spotlight
think. One
Mala
by one.
only, please. Mala only, please.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Done. Congratulations, Mala. Next one.
Wait, I need to spotlight myself. I need to spotlight myself. I'm confused now. How to spotlight
Okay.
myself?
Done. You're all in it. Okay. Pose. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Done. Congratulations, Pur.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Mimi, for helping us with the ballot counting. And yeah, we would like to invite you to our club, to join our club as a member, as part of Toastmaster International. And if you're interested to join us further, please let us know from the chat, or you can check on our website, and I will share also my number here. And to our other visiting Toastmaster members, please feel free to write down the invitation to your club member. And now, thank you so much for the meeting. Now over to our club president, Toastmaster Mala.
Thank you, our Tom. Can we have photo session first? who will take photo?
I can do that, but guess Dian and Eka, do you want to join us by turning on your video? No? Okay, we can put the photo of SpongeBob and Tinky Winky to replace. Okay, 1, 2. Apri, look at the cam. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let me do it one more time with my banana. So again, Apri. 1, 2. Got it. Yes.
Thank you, Mbak Pipit, for helping us to take photo. So I think it's clear that all of us, I'm not being too confident, right, to say all of us enjoy the meeting tonight. Okay, with all the torture from the grammarian, but we learn a lot from you, Toastmaster Hari, about the pronunciation. Yeah. Of course, we are not polluting the word with the with the wrong pronunciation. Okay, I want to call the guests about the feedback from the guests. First will be from guest Melissa. We want to hear from you because this is your first time. How do you feel about being in a Toastmaster meeting?
Okay, thank you for letting me join today's event. And well, I feel excited, also nervous because although I am as an announcer before, but I think I always have problem to speak something in my mind. I don't know. I used to be like MC, presenter, or other things. Everything was just fine, but for having this kind of conversation, sometimes I feel like I still have problems. So that's why uh, yeah, that's why I feel like yeah, I want to know more about this club. And actually, I really enjoy. Thank you so much for all the speaker. Um, Lorita share amazing life journey. Thank you so much, Mbak Pipit. Also, yeah, it is something that we always do, right? Um, I always put off my daily report just to scroll on Instagram, you know. So thank you for the advice. And also about communication, yeah. Well, everything. Well, I think I had a great night today, and I hope I can join this club. Thank you.
We would love to have you join us.
Yeah. We will have our next meeting usually on second and fourth Thursday. But since next month, our second week will be on 8th day, and it is a big day in Indonesia, we cannot have meeting. Nobody will come, of course. Nobody will take a role. So that's why we have joint meeting with Malang Toastmaster Club with Toastmaster Apri as the member on the 6th of May. Yeah, same time.
Okay.
And also after that, the 4th week of May. Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa.
Thank you.
I want to call guest Eka Rahayu. Can you please, if you cannot turn on your camera, can you please unmute? Because I saw you maybe late coming. No. So Toastmaster guest Eka doesn't respond. So I want to call guest Dandi. This is your third time coming.
Tadi. Yeah, hello. This is my third time coming to this meeting.
So how do you feel?
So I enjoy it.
Still enjoy. And hopefully not enjoying as a guest only.
Yes, yes.
We can call you soon to be member.
Yay.
Soon to be Toastmaster.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming. And also one more is guest Dewi. This one is Toastmaster Mimi is actually a returning member. So maybe guest Dewi, what do you feel after not being a Toastmaster member and then you come to a Toastmaster meeting?
What I always love about Toastmaster meeting is I always get new insights from the speaker, from the subject topic. That's why I like to join the Toastmaster meeting even I'm not a member. Hopefully I can join, but I will tell it to.
Okay, yeah, thank you, guest Dewi. Hope you can come again. And also last one, guest Dian.
Yes, Kak. I feel very nervous to speak English.
Okay.
But I have to survive and I I have to confidence speak English and thank you so much for all of you.
Yeah, we also thank you also for being brave to start your table topic. Okay.
Your
Please do
English
it.
is very good, Dian.
Looking
Thank you.
forward. Yeah, looking forward for the next meeting. Yeah. Okay, and then also thank you for the other role takers from other club members. Toastmaster Hari from Palu, Toastmaster Apri from Malang, Toastmaster Lolita from Bineka, Toastmaster Denny from Magical Bali, and also, of course, DTM Susana from Labuan. Okay, yeah, thank you for coming and helping us in this meeting. And any other news from maybe from our area director or our VPE?
Okay, the news from the area director. We will have the conference in May, so don't forget to come to the event because it's like have the contest as well, the district level contest. Don't forget to come and see the other friends. They will compete for the best for the champion. And we also need to think about the next leader. So I believe Eagle will find the new president and also the new ESCO because I believe Mala don't want to be the president forever. I think that's all from
You
me.
need to
Back
make
to
sure.
Mala.
Can you ask her? She wants to be president third period. Three period.
It is against the law, Mbak Pipit.
Oh, against the law. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And please come to our next meeting on the 6th of May with as a joint meeting Toastmaster Malang, yeah, with Toastmaster Malang Toastmaster Club. Right, okay, I think that's all. Guests, please contact Toastmaster Michael. He's ready.
Hey, I'm here and open 25 hours a day if you need questions. Yeah.
Guys, if you do not contact Michael, Michael will contact you.
Yeah, I'm chatting Melissa now.
Okay.
And Dewi soon.
All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.
So Eagle Toastmaster Meeting Club is adjourned. Yay.
Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you everyone. Thank you DTM Susana.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Who else? Apri. Thank you Pak Heri. Thank you Pak. Thank you. Who else? Denny.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, because everyone keep this chat.
Siapa? So you're panic.
Thank you,
right?
Melissa.
Panic attack, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Who's
Can
that? Who's
relate
that?
that.
Just kidding.
Relate that. I can relate. Like you're talking and so it disappeared.
Disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. So bye.
Bye. Guys.
Yeah. Let me end this meeting.
Jangan di
What?
end loh. Kita tuh kangen, tapi ya udah deh.
Oke.
Kapan
Ya wes. Oke.
Kapan kita ini meeting club? Rindu loh.
Esko meeting.
Aku tuh tadi takut salah ngomong barkat atau berkat. Kayak mana gitu loh. Nama tulah berkat, terus
akan ada tulisannya dia sendiri yang nulis, baca aja tuh.
Aku kena 2 kali sama dia. Yang tadi tak tunjuk table topic soalnya aku nggak tahu dia speaker. Dia nggak tulis soalnya. Aku
ini
memang
siapa
Tom
yang
kita ini sudah saking sibuknya.
Lupa dia ritualnya Toastmaster meeting ini lupa.
Nggak konsen malam ini.
Lapar.
Guys.
Kapan kita meeting? Kapan?
Ya aku kan mau nanya, ya kalau kan tadinya mau 6, tapi 6 kita join meeting. Ya udah minggu depan aja lah ya.
Kita.
Iya.
Guys, kita ketemu offline dulu kapan?
Ya?
Kangen loh. Aku pengen remat-remat kalian semua. Di sini. Tapi fisik, nggak
ya,
mau di Zoom.
Ya enggak.
Sudah vaksin semua? Sudah vaksin semua?
Nah, pemerintahan
aku
udah ya.
Yang utuh.
Aku baru vaksin 3 hari yang lalu. Duluan malah bahkan. Bahkan. Vaksin
aku
pertama.
Udah vaksin.
Aku belum. Tapi nggak apa-apa, aku berani ketemu kalian.
Ya.
Tapi kita mesti ingat nanti offline itu mungkin akan sedikit yang datang, jadi kita mungkin double atau enggak ya bisa hybrid lebih bagus.
Ya hybrid aja, kasihan yang udah bayar
mungkin
tuh.
Kalau mau hybrid itu kita coba belajar dari Bali. Besok mereka ada meeting kayaknya. Mereka hybrid. Aku nggak tahu caranya gimana. Masih
Bali tuh kenapa keren banget sih?
gitu tekniknya.
Bali kenapa keren banget sih? Selalu begitu, selalu keren gitu ya?
Bali Toastmaster kan, bukan Magical Bali toh?
Bukan.
Oh, bukan Magical Bali.
Bukan. Magical Bali masih online.
Bukan. Kalau Magical Bali masih online. Jadi kan ada Ubud Canggu sama Bali Toastmaster. Bali Toastmaster tuh meetingnya besok. Aku rencana mau datang. Soalnya kan hybrid. Jadi lihat gimana sih caranya mereka conduct meetingnya hybrid.
Ya udah, kabarin kita ya. Makasih ya.
Oke. See you ya.
Oke.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.